Hello, everybody. Welcome into another edition of Talking Fitchburg on this Wednesday, September 23rd, 2020. I'm Jeremy Crosby. Hope you had a wonderful day today. Glad you're here with us on the midweek, and we've got a very busy show coming up for you today. We'll have your Fitchburg road construction update from Bill Balke. Plus, we're going to check in with the Fitchburg Police Department today. We're not doing our normal update. They're actually hiring for a police officer. We're going to check in with Lieutenant Edward Hartwick will be here today, and he'll talk about the new position. Well, it's not new; it's an open position, but all the features that come with being an officer. We'll learn about that as they have kind of, I would say, what do you call the word? Publicize it a little bit more on exactly what it takes. You have no experience, but if you got some good human service skills, like talk to people and help, we want you. We want you to join the team. I mean, you want to be with Andrew. He's the guy. He's not on the police department. He's at Fact TV. We got him here. We secured him here, but you get the point. All right, let's get into your headlines before Andrew pulls me off the stage. Virtual public hearing is set for on Wednesday, October 14th at 6 p.m. This is for Metro Transit, and the City of Madison Transportation Commission will discuss and review the services updated that went in effect this late August. You want to hear from you. How has the current service been working for you? And are there any essential trips that are being missed? Send your feedback for the public hearing. That information is on your screen. Madison, was formerly Madison Metro, is now Metro. Again, want to make sure that you have your chance to put in your input about the service. All right, the fall reading program is here. We told you about this earlier in the month, and it's still going on. If you want to get involved in this, you can sign up right now, September 1st through November 30th. The summer reading program over and the winter reading program so far away. They wondered what it would be like to run a fall reading program. Now you have one. You can register together at home, and now through Bean Stack. Participants participate in one of our reading challenges and earn badges, prizes. They'll even, when you come in, you can get your prizes. They'll just bring it right out to your car. I mean, what could be better than that? Reading, prizes, fall. That's all I'm saying. All right, foot care is available at the Fitchburg Senior Center. They've been doing in-person appointments. If they still have any appointments, the next one will be held on September 29th. Call the Senior Center, 270-4290, to make an appointment. I'm told these fill up really fast. So, yeah, if you haven't already done it, you might have to check for next month. But give them a call, see if they have some openings. All right, home-delivered meal changes come in to the Fitchburg Senior Center starting here in October. Per the recommendations of CDC, that's the Center for Disease Control and Prevention regarding the COVID-19 virus. Social distancing is extremely important in preventing the spread of the disease. So please review the changes below for our home delivery meal programs. Meals will be delivered on Monday, Tuesday, Thursdays, and Fridays. You'll be receiving one meal per day. If you are currently receiving meals and feel this schedule does not work for you, please contact one of your social workers. That's Amy Jordan, 270-4295, or Sarah Folkers, 270-4294. If food insecurity is becoming an issue and you would like to see if you qualify for home-delivered meals, again, contact the social workers listed above. Also, the Fitchburg Senior Center will be hosting a Healthy Living with Diabetes seminar. This is happening October 13th through the 17th. It's a 6-week program on Tuesdays from 1 to 2:30 p.m. The cost is $20. That covers your book. The classes are free, and this is being done via Zoom, so you don't even have to come in person. Got any questions or to get signed up? Got the phone number there. Talk to Jennifer. She'll get you hooked up, or just call our Senior Center. We can help you get hooked up with that as well. All right, and finally, I want to talk about the Fitchburg Biz Boost loan program that is still available. So if you haven't already signed up, it's your chance to get some money from the city of Fitchburg. Forward Fitchburg Business Loan Program is to increase the eligibility revenue limit from less than $2.5 million. The funding is available to help with the costs associated with reopening and relaunching your business due to COVID-19. Applications are due at the 15th of each month and will be continuing until the funds are allocated or until December 15th. The loan guidance has slightly been modified, so make sure you do check because maybe you didn't qualify before, but you might be eligible now. Just talk to my friend Mike or Joyce. Their information is on the screen. All right, that does it for our headlines. Coming up next, we open up our digest. We got your Fitchburg Road construction update. That's next right here on Talking Fitchburg.
Yeah, we scored going to the playoffs.
I can't believe I missed that.
Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone.
What? I should take your phone away.
No. I'll call for a ride.
Hey, why does my face look like that?
I'm playing with these new face filters.
Okay, you know what? Yep, that's mine.
Kevin, I need that back.
No.
Kevin!
Gaining weight was easy. All I had to do was sit down and eat. Losing weight's a lot harder. I have to work at it every day. But with every step, I lower my risk for type 2 diabetes and heart disease. And that makes every step, every choice, every day very much worth the effort.
Learn how you can help stop diabetes by losing weight, eating healthy, and staying active. Visit checkupamerica.org or call 1-800-DIABETES.
Behind every 2020 census taker's mask is a friendly neighbor. They're teachers, retirees, vets, people committed to doing right by getting the count right. If you haven't responded yet, they'll be stopping by to ask some simple questions that will inform how billions in federal funds are spent on local services every year for the next decade. So when they come knocking, say hi from a safe distance and do your part to support your community. Time is running out. Shape your future. Start here at 2020census.gov.
Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Joining me today from the Public Works Department, it is Bill Balke. Bill, how you doing?
Hi, Jeremy. I'm doing fine. I just all of a sudden saw myself up there, so it is.
I told you it was going to be a little bit different
today. One of those technology things. It's like, where'd you go? It's
you know, Andrew's not here to run it today, so they left this guy in charge, and you know, I can plug things in and out all over the place, but I don't know, you might have to worry a little bit. That's all I'm saying.
All right. I'll work with you on that.
All right, fantastic. We're really here to talk about the Fitchburg road construction projects. A lot happened last week, so we'll check in on a couple of those, and I think one hopefully getting checked off here really quick too. We'll talk about that in just a second. But let's start with the Fish Hatchery road construction. Bill, a great week last week for weather. How did the construction go, and where are we at today?
It went pretty smoothly. There's curb and gutter that was poured. We're working on some driveways up there. The walls are being constructed. We're kind of on a fact-finding mission or a search and rescue mission. We're trying to find our water main that's up there at the intersection of Greenway Cross and Fish Hatchery right now. Guess it wasn't installed according to plan, and it went a couple different directions, so we got to trace it back down, and there's a pretty big hole out there right now. So I plan on going up there and taking a few pictures after this. Maybe you could show those.
Yeah, I'm going to need to see those, Bill, for sure.
Okay.
Okay, well, that's that. You know, you hope that all the plans are right and everything, but hey, when you get underground, things can look a little bit different. I can say that from watching a construction project in front of my house and losing water and cable for a while. It happens.
It does, yeah. There's a lot of utilities up in that corner, and with the construction of Park Bank and everything, it's pretty congested up there. So it's to be expected, I guess, you know, in a project this big and in an area that old. So it's we're going to work our way through it. It's not, you know, out of the ordinary for us, but it does surprise you once in a while.
That's the best part of the job, surprises, Bill. That's what I was told. No, not at all.
It doesn't cost more money. Yeah.
Yeah, no, understandable. Bill, you do have there too the roundabout going in. That project got underway last week. How's that coming along?
Pretty good. They're planning on pouring some curb on that later this week or early next week. So that's progressing along. They're going to be getting some storm sewer in later this week up there on Greenway Cross. As far as traffic switches go, nothing's planned until I think the end of October. So we're pretty much in the configuration we're going to be until that time.
That's what I call full course ahead, Bill. Full course ahead. All right, moving over then to the McKee Road project. That project, we had Commerce Park Drive closed up for a little bit on some work there. That's back open. We had the weekend closure, the partial closure of the intersection at South Seminole Highway and McKee Road. Where are we at on that project?
Yeah, we're progressing along on that one too. The gravel's going down and where we can, the curb's going in where we can. They're planning on the bridge up there. That's going to probably be opened up at the end of September 30th, I hope. But we're still confirming that. So when that pedestrian bridge goes open, be able to use the Badger State Trail from north to south and hook up to the rest of the trail system.
Yeah, and that has does that have ramps there to get on and off at that point, or is that just a straight across spot there?
It has the ramps like you have over at the Military Ridge Trail. So you'll be able to get on and off from Key or cross right over it.
Again, with each of those big projects, there can be backups at times, so please plan ahead when you pass in construction zones as those projects continue on. All right, over to my favorite project now is MM and Lacey. I heard we got some blinkage on those stoplights.
Yeah. On Wednesday or Tuesday, it's Tuesday today.
Happy Tuesday.
We did turn those lights on to a flash condition, and we'll have those on in that condition probably until Thursday morning. Then we'll just turn them on red, green, yellow, and be able to get through there a lot more easier and make those left turns.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's going to help traffic there, the cross traffic off of Lacey, and then especially into the new Terra Vesa in that school being there, making things a lot easier and safer.
Yeah, I could envision a lot more traffic maybe using that instead of McCoy because you'll be able to use the left turn signal there and get on the MM a little better.
Yeah, no, that's a good project. It turned out really nice, Bill. And yeah, please proceed with caution as you go through that intersection. All right, final project, Bill, just got underway yesterday, and that would be the construction. Oh, now I'm going to draw a blank on it. Is that the Irish Lane one?
Irish Lane, yep.
Whoo, got it. All right, tell us what's happening in there. This one has me scratching my head a little bit because they're doing stuff right up at the bridge. Is that what's going on here?
Right. We started off yesterday doing the pulverizing, and they finished up today where they rubbleized the asphalt. And then under the bridge there, they've got to dig some of that out because we've got to make sure we have the clearances under the bridge and replace the culvert there. So they're still planning on that closure through tomorrow, unless something is, I didn't have the update on that. But we were planning on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday for the closure, having it open to local traffic only on Thursday through next week when they're doing the paving.
All right. Well, we'll keep an eye on that project as well and all the projects. Bill, thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it. And we'll check back in with you next week.
All right. Thanks.
All right, that's your Director of Public Works, super busy guy, but he always has time for Fact TV, and we appreciate it, Bill Balke. We'll check back with him next Wednesday. Took a quick break. More to come. You're watching Talking Fitchburg.
¡Sam, Elmo! Hola, Julia. ¿Estás lista para tocar con nosotros? Yo tocaré mi clarinete.
Y Elmo tocará su tambor.
Tambor ruidoso. Bueno, ya sabes qué hacer, Julia. Julia sabe. Dado el autismo de Julia, los sonidos pueden ser muy fuertes.
Y hace música a su manera.
¡A tocar!
La detección temprana del autismo puede hacer una diferencia de por vida. Conoce más sobre la detección temprana en detecciondeautismo.org.
Our hearts are made stronger by how we treat others.
Put her there.
The light you share can impact those around you, but so can the darkness.
Later, twerps. Did Pete saying mean things bother you?
So when you reach out to another person, take a moment to consider how they will feel and let your heart be the key to making a difference. Because of you, someone's entire day, year, or even life can change.
In every heart, there's hope.
Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Joining me today from the Fitchburg Police Department, it's Edward Hartwick, Lieutenant. How you doing, sir?
Doing all right. How are you, Jeremy?
Good. Now that I got through your name. Welcome back to the show. Glad to have you on today. We have an opening for a police officer position, whether it's a lateral move or entry-level position. We got you on the show today. We want to talk about a few things. We want to talk about the process that you've opened it up a lot more as far as providing more information upfront, understanding what will be going into the hiring process, but also to given everything that's happened in the last several months months, a good opportunity to talk with you about what it is to be, coming onto a police department such as ours, and learn a little bit about that process, which I think is super important. So first, tell us what do we have open, or explain what the position is for an officer, or become an officer here at the Fitchburg Police Department.
Yeah, so we usually average about 1 or 2 processes a year, and we have, for a variety of reasons, have processes, either add positions or replace retirements or officers that may move to a different department. And so this is going to be our first process of 2020, and as you mentioned, this is probably one of the most interesting times for a police department to be recruiting officers. There are a number of challenges that are out there. So this is kind of be a shorter process. One of the things that we're dealing with as far as a timeline is the actual process for accepting applications is only a couple of weeks. And then we have to consider when we would send a new hire potentially to the police academy. And those are typically around the first of the year or the middle of the year. So this process is designed right now for 3 weeks of applications. And then we're looking at several months to get through the whole hiring process itself. And as you mentioned as well, we're hiring for entry-level and lateral officers. The lateral process is a new process that we brought on board a couple of years ago to allow officers who have experience with another law enforcement agency to come in with, instead of starting as a brand new officer in our department, to bring some of their experience and move through some of our scales as far as benefits, because it is a mutually beneficial situation. So we're always open and interested in candidates who are interested in starting their career, sending them to the police academy, but also interested in getting applicants who may have prior law enforcement experience and are ready for a new challenge.
Yeah, and part of that, Edward, I always want to say Ned. Ned's your other name. Sorry, I talked to you like that. But you had updated some of the processes on the website to kind of open that up. What is the message there that you're trying to get out as far as this process goes?
I think the biggest thing is that one of the challenges we face is people don't really know a whole lot about what it takes to be a police officer. And so they may think that they have to have specific experience or specific educational background, or sometimes people we talk to even think that you have to be a military veteran, or you hear all sorts of things when you try to recruit people. And we're looking for people with life experience, because obviously we deal with a little bit of everything. And so we're looking for well-rounded people who have a variety of experiences. And so I think the biggest thing, what we're trying to do with this applicant information packet that we put out on the website, is to provide a little bit more background as to what this process entails, what we expect of you, and some expectations that people may have of us. What is our agency all about? There are thousands of law enforcement agencies across the country. There are several hundred in Wisconsin. And so if someone's interested in a career in law enforcement, what's different about Fitchburg from other agencies that are hiring? And so we're just trying to kind of inform those that are looking for a career or maybe interested in a career with Fitchburg specifically. So trying to start that conversation, that interest a little bit sooner, I think.
Absolutely. And we've been fortunate enough to have some really great officers pass through here in the Fitchburg family. What is it like to be a part of the Fitchburg Police Department from your standpoint for being with the service?
So I think working in Fitchburg is probably one of the most challenging, in a good way, challenging and kind of dynamic environments to be in. We highlight it in this information packet, but there's a great deal of diversity in a number of ways in the Fitchburg community, both in our population, in our community, and then also just in the geography. 35 square miles, you go from an urban feel in the mid-sized city that is Madison to the north of us, and then in a matter of minutes you're down in the country and rolling farmland. And so you can come to the Fitchburg Police Department as an officer, whether you're an experienced law enforcement officer or brand new, and experience a whole variety of calls for service that some officers may never get in their entire career in another jurisdiction. So it brings a great deal of variety, a great deal of responsibility. Officers at the Fitchburg Police Department are responsible for a great deal more of handling investigations from beginning to end. We don't simply just show up and take notes and turn something over to another officer or detectives. Obviously, the larger cases we have, it is a promotion possibility here is to be a detective, but it's a challenging but very rewarding opportunity to be an officer here. And we have, over the last couple of years, spent a great deal of time to try to increase our applicant pool to gain some more diversity. And diversity can be a number of different things, but just differing life experiences, differing viewpoints. So we've hired people who have no prior law enforcement experience, some who have some exposure to the criminal justice field, and people from all different ages, people straight out of college, but people who have been involved in other careers and decide for whatever reason that it's a field that they want to switch to. So again, we're overall just looking to kind of reflect our community and as much as we can, because the more that we can relate to our community and those that we serve, the better off we're all going to be, really.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think I'm biased, so we'll just throw that right out there. I'm biased to the city of Fitchburg and to law enforcement across Wisconsin, but I think the uniqueness of the department is second to none. Not only for the stuff you described, but also internally. You guys work on a lot of the men and women work on a lot of different stuff. You for instance, you deal with the social media stuff, and I feel like the officers get a lot of opportunities to grow internally and do extracurricular stuff that works hand in hand with the department, that they can be on task force, they can be on development, they can spend more time with the residents in Fitchburg. Again, more than what an officer was a long time ago, from what I've been told, to where you are today.
Yeah, I think there's a couple of things there. I mean, one, we're law enforcement in general, we're responsible or expected to be responsible for so many different things in our community. We're the one arm of the government that is available 24/7. We don't have to be woken up like the firefighters do. So we literally are available 24/7, and we get the phone call when no one knows who else to call. On top of that, too, you bring up another point. We have 52 sworn members of our department. And so we're a community that is experiencing issues that are in common with much larger communities. But at the same time, we don't have as many resources as larger departments do. And so we do have to kind of be a Swiss Army knife or a jack of all trades sometimes. And by doing that, or having that be a necessity of our jobs, we do get a lot of experience and a lot of exposure. Or we have people who have very specific interests, perhaps even outside of work, that they're then able to turn into a skill set for work. So all in all, again, it's a very challenging environment to be a part of. And obviously the events of 2020 and the climate that we're in is undoubtedly challenging every law enforcement agency. I think it provides us an opportunity, though, to really attract the right people to this department. This pamphlet that we have on the website now highlights our new mission and values. And our new values are service, teamwork, accountability, and respect. And I think we're all acutely aware of the fact that the respect has to be mutual within our community for us to really enhance our community. And we understand that we have to build that respect, and that comes through some of those things that you talked about, the relationship building, spending time outside of our cars, and getting to know the people that we serve. And ultimately our mission is to serve and respect, is what our internal work group came up with. And so I think that's really what is going to chart the course for us, and that's going to be important as far as our hiring process, to find people that fit in with that.
Yeah, and I can say I've been with the city for 10 years now, and have gotten a great opportunity to highlight the great work that happens behind the scenes. And there's a lot of, with any public safety job. There's a lot of thanklessness stuff that are going on behind the scenes. That's amazing. And I can't think of a better team to join. For people who are interested in joining up with the police department, how do they get their applications in?
So everything we've transitioned, everything's all online now. It's through the Human Resources Department. You can go on to the Fitchburg website. It's through either the police department, we'll get you there, or through Human Resources. But it's kind of an intensive process. But for good reason. We collect a lot of information as far as the application, the initial application, and those are due October 11th. And from that, the next step in that process is a review period. So we have a panel of department personnel and human resources. We'll spend time reviewing those applications. Previously, we had a written test to screen out the initial round of interviews, and we found that that wasn't necessarily producing the results that we were looking for and giving us the pool that we were looking for. And so by increasing our applicant pool through this process, one of the ways that we do that is we have essay questions that people have to answer. We award points or consideration for life experience. So even if you have no prior law enforcement experience, no prior applicable work experience, but you're able to talk about your world travels or working with different communities, those types of things, those are things that we're looking for. And so really what it comes down to is we're trying to, again, get an applicant pool that's reflective of the diverse community that we serve. So you apply online, and then from there, your application is screened for the minimum qualifications, and then again, kind of graded and reviewed. And then the next step is a panel interview.
Yeah. We want you to be a part of our team. So everybody get your applications in, and maybe you'll be sitting next to Ned here in the near future. Never know.
See on page 4 that the projections need to be flood next Thursday.
Seriously? Thursday? Can't do that.
This is really inconvenient.
I have yoga that day. I have no time for this. So. I can't do Thursday, but I can do Friday.
Disasters don't plan ahead. You can. Talk to your loved ones about how you're going to be ready in an emergency. Don't wait. Communicate.
You're the engine that makes all things go, and you're always in disguise, my hero. I see your light in the dark, smile in my face when we all know it's hard. You're doing a good job, a good job. You're doing a good job, don't get too down. The world needs you now, know that you matter.
Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Wrapping up the show for today, I want to thank our friends Bill and Edward for stopping in and helping us out with the show. Appreciate them both. Again, check the website for the latest information on construction, and check the website for the latest information on job openings, including becoming a police officer here for the city of Fitchburg. We've got a great team here. We'd love to have you join us. All right, as we part ways for the day, as they might say, maybe they don't, I don't know. Stay connected with Fact TV all day long. You know, when you do this every single day, you know, you got to find ways to make this exciting, Andrew. Oh, see you out here doing it, Andrew. Facebook, YouTube, we want you to like us on Facebook and follow us on YouTube if you haven't already. Andrew is posting up that stuff every single day for you, so please check it out. And that's the way we know you're out there, and we'd love to hear your feedback. Have a great day, everybody. I'll see you back here Thursday.
Thank you.